from an elected official who was supposed to be a panelist tonight, but she was double booked, but she created a video for us to share. So y'all give me a second. I'm going to play the video.
Be there with you all tonight, but I have a prior engagement. My name is Sabrina Javellana, and I am the Vice Mayor in Hallandale Beach. I'm really sorry I couldn't virtually be there with you all tonight, but I have a prior engagement. I have been attending BLM Alliance Broward meetings since 2017, where I've learned from amazing leaders like Tiffany and Jasmine and Dara and different folks on organizing, on what I can do to be an effective advocate and ally in my city. And so many times over, I've gone to city commission meetings with, members of BLM and spoken about Howard Bowe Jr., who was killed by the Hallandale Beach SWAT in 2014 in a military-style drug raid, one of 38 that occurred over a period of years that produced zero to little drugs in the majority of them. And they continue to occur over and over again. And he was killed. His dog was killed. His teenage son was detained. None of that had to happen. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are wasted on these SWAT teams when it comes to their training, their overtime, their special pay, their equipment, the gear that they wear, all these different things. And then, of course, the actual operations, which led to Howard being killed by the SWAT team. And so afterwards, the city refused to acknowledge that anything was done wrong, that, him being killed was preventable, that this raid never had to occur. And so we've been calling for this accountability over the years. And I'm sure you saw recently, it went viral nationally that our SWAT team resigned. And they resigned from their positions. They did not resign from being actual sergeants or police officers. So to me, it was really just some sort of statement they were trying to make, like with what happened in Buffalo, where, an old man was pushed on the ground and then an officer was disciplined. So then the whole team resigned from a unit to show solidarity with the officer. Unfortunately, our officers were inspired by that action, which is, disgusting in its own right. And they said that I was, calling to reopen the case of Howard Bowe. I was, kneeling with protesters, saying Black Lives Matter, like nothing that I regret at all, honestly. And they say that I put them in an unsafe work environment. Okay. And so the point is that hundreds of thousands of your dollars that you spend in, your sales taxes when you buy anything at any store, or in your property taxes, or in the rent increases that you get from your landlord to pay for your property, for his property taxes, these different things, those are your dollars being spent by your local government. And oftentimes these departments are in the tune of tens of millions of dollars. They can take up 1/3 or, even close to like 2/3 of your overall city budget, which could be anywhere from like $100 million or more, depending on the size of your city, or, if they contract out with BSO for services. And so right now the cities are going through a really tough time financially. They've lost a lot of revenue because of COVID and lack of people going out and tourism. And they've had to spend a lot of money, obviously, on COVID response. And so a lot of cities are looking at making cuts, right? And so where should we see those cuts come from? Unnecessary vacant police officer positions, SWAT teams and riot gear, and, weapons that are used against their own residents? I don't think so. And so I've been calling for, at least in my city in Hallandale, for the funds that were going to the SWAT team to be reallocated to community-led initiatives. Anything, that our community is in dire need of right now, which there are many needs. For example, child care scholarships. We know those are going to be crucial, especially, with COVID. Affordable housing, subsidizing affordable housing, and, giving folks the money they need to be in homes. So there's an endless array of different things that these funds can be used for, but they're not being. And honestly, when it comes to this budget, we're in budget season right now. So cities and counties are having their budget workshops, and they have to finalize and approve their budget for the next fiscal year. It's due in September. So they're going through the budget process right now. So and they're going to, allocate the same old resources that these departments have always gotten. And they need to hear from you, because you're the ones who voted for them. You're the ones who pay for these services through your taxes, and you're the ones who are being really oppressed by this discriminatory policing that's going on. So make your voice heard. They need to hear from you because, like I said, you're the ones who are their bosses, honestly. Let them know that you don't want to see SWAT teams funded. You don't want to see officers receive raises. You don't want to see, vacant positions being funded. You don't want more police. Let them know how you feel on these budgets, because now is the time where they're crafting them. And now is the time where it can be, taken out or added. These are the times to do this. Absolutely now. It's the perfect moment to discuss this. And if you have any questions at all on, how is the best way to contact your elected official, or what should you say to be most effective, or, how to engage with them. I work with so many of them, and you can contact me, send me an email, a text, Facebook message, Instagram, Twitter, anything. Contact me. I will definitely help you. Because I'm working on it and I'm learning the process myself after, still 2 years of being in office. It's a constant learning process and it's constantly evolving. And there are a lot of elected officials who want to, reallocate resources from the police department, but they're scared to say so publicly. And they need the resident support, like yourselves here. They need that support to be vocal. They need, things that they can say and share with their colleagues to show that there are people in the community asking for this, rather than just, people who are terrified of what will happen if they don't have 10 police officers patrolling, an area, the danger that'll come, which is totally, made up. But, they need to hear from you guys. So share your stories, share your thoughts, share your views, and share your budget priorities, because budgets are moral documents, and what we budget what we value, even in hard times. So thank you so much.